Francesca, thank you so much for agreeing to speak to us. Just give us some idea of how people are feeling in Italy, your relatives, your neighbours, your friends. How are they coping with all of this happening in Italy at the moment?
Well, in Italy now is the second week that we had this coronavirus emergency spreading out. And after the first week, we all really panicked. And we are sold at the supermarket, and everybody was wondering how serious was actually the coronavirus. Now we all understood that the danger about it is more the number of people being infected. So now we are coping quite well. We are listening and following the instruction from the government. And so we are trying to make the best of it. We are staying home and trying to limiting as much as possible the contact with other people.
Francesca, do you know anyone who has been infected?
Actually, I don't know anybody who has been infected by now. So I read some interview on the newspaper of people talking about it, talking about being tested and everything. And so they say that the doctors are doing a very, very good job and they are taking good care of them. And it is scary. It is actually scary. And it is not like a flu, actually. It's quite stronger than a flu. But I don't know anybody directly.
So what are the streets like? What are the shops like? We understand schools and universities have been closed. They will remain closed for some time now. But give us some idea. What's the day like in Italy at the moment? Has it turned into a ghost town?
No, it's not. No, it's not. People is going out, and even in Milan, we have to work. People so is going to work. We are taking, that in Italy they gave us some instruction about taking like 2 meters or 1 meter from the others. We have to wash our hands. We use sanitizing, but the life is going on. The only people who doesn't have to go, who cannot go out, are the people who is over 65 years old that are the more affected by this coronavirus. And so, but there is a large community helping each other, mostly in the areas that have been more affected. And so people is helping each other. People is doing the shop for elders, and the government in Milan organized also supplies of the grocery for elders, and the drugs also have been delivered at home for people who cannot go outside. So it is a chance to implement to help each other. It's time to help each other.
So do you know, I mean, if you have some idea, are there any particular cities and towns where there are more cases that you know of, or is it just a general sort of rule now throughout Italy that these are the things that need to be done?
Now, at the beginning, it was only on the northern of Italy. So, but now we are spreading the rules all over the Italy. Since yesterday, the schools were closed on the whole Italy, so in the whole country. So since yesterday, everything is stopped everywhere. So there are no sports activities for children, no sports events. They suspended also the theaters. They closed the theaters. They didn't close the cinemas, but there are rules to go to the cinemas. So we have to sit one chair and we have to leave one chair free. And in the restaurants, there must be at least 1 meter from one table to the other. So these are the rules that we are following, trying to keep life as normal as possible in this situation.
And are people mostly following the rules then, Francesca? Are you seeing a lot of them taking the precautions that the government has asked them to?
Yes. People is getting very, is coping very well with it. At the beginning, many people was not so sure on how strict, on how right was to have such a strict rules. But now people is starting to understand what's the danger and why all these rules have been placed for, and so people is coping very well.
Are you at all worried? I mean, as a business person, and I'm sure you understand tourism is going to be affected. We're seeing what's happening now with the economies around the world where the virus has managed to reach. Is there a lot of worry about the future of business and the economy at the moment?
Well, actually, we are already feeling a stop of the tourism. No, now I'm not in Milan anymore. I'm in Siena, and Siena is a really touristic city, while Milan is more a business city. And in Siena, you can already feel how that there are no people on the restaurants, there are no people on the shops, on the cafes, on the roads. So yes, you can feel it already. And for Italy, the tourism is a very important part of our economy. So yes, we are very worried about it. But now there is an emergency, and we have to take care of this emergency. And then I'm sure that Italian resilience will be able to get back as soon as possible.
All right. Well, strength to you, Francesca, and the rest of your countrymen. Thank you so much for giving us an idea of just, what ordinary Italians are going through at the moment. Francesca Gambino, Italian citizen there. Well.